Close on us.
One down.
What's a crackilakin, AMES gamers? AMES Games here, coming at you with another Apex video. Literally, like 3 days ago, I went from getting 0 to 1 kills per game, if I was lucky, to I'm averaging 3 kills a game, and this game, I got freaking 6 kills, guys, which is insane. That's the most I ever had. Like, literally, right after practicing these methods, I started getting results like that. And it was mostly from practicing my aim in the training arena, which is another video I have. So I'm super pumped that I'm finally able to land some kills, but we're going to be talking about other tips and tricks like where to land and stuff like that throughout this video, as well as referencing my aiming tips in the last video. So believe it or not, we ended up landing right in the blue circle, which is honestly, that is one of the best places to land if you're not that good at the game. Yes, you're gonna die most of the time, but after doing that, I was able to get a lot of practice in, and gun shy and being trigger shy is a real thing in video games. Now, I'm not saying anyone's afraid to like kill someone or shoot someone, but it's like you don't know when the best spot to pull the trigger is. And I had that, and just like spawning here made me overcome it. Now, this part was pretty funny. If you know the area and you know what's going on, you're gonna be the first person to get the loot. And if you can be the first person there, and you know where the good loot is, you're gonna be able to get loot and get a couple of easy kills in with these people running around and shit like that with no weapons whatsoever. Now, if you're on PC, V is to punch. I learned that after this video because I could have easily killed this dude if I would have known that. Kind of. He didn't have any armor, any shields, or anything, and yet it still took forever. I mean, so you kind of don't want to have light weapons. Light weapons kind of just suck unless they're fully kitted out. If it is a fully kitted out light weapon, and not all light weapons suck, but most of them suck, I end up picking up the wingman, which, believe it or not, is one of the best weapons in the game, and you look super cool taking enemies out with a pistol. Obviously, my aim didn't improve that much.
Behind you on the rock, He's right behind you.
Always make sure you're using your supers. If you're shy on using your supers, you're gonna freaking die a lot quicker. You have abilities for a reason, freaking use them. That was one of my biggest things. I was afraid. I was saving my my drops, which if you save your main attack like Gibraltar's, it can get you out of a sticky situation. You do want to use that one wisely. But, you know, your abilities that only take 8 to like 20 seconds to come back, you want to be using those as often as possible, because they'll get you out of some sticky situations and stuff like that. Gibraltar's shield and his super have gotten me out of so many horrible situations, it's not even funny. I mean, it is kind of funny, but yeah, you want to make sure you're using your super abilities. Now, if you guys watched my video on how to aim, you're going to notice that I didn't cover movement at all, but movement is literally, it is the next most important thing. Like, aiming will get you kills, but movement will get you more kills because you avoid being shot, and that can frustrate the enemy most of the time. If you notice in the game, if you're horrible at shooting and you have horrible movement and you're like just constantly shooting someone that you should be able to kill with no weapon and you can't seem to hit them, that's why your movement's not that good and your aim is usually pretty off. And if you get good at movement, you'll be able to now frustrate the same people that, you know, frustrated you. So as you guys can see, we went in the most popular area. We were able to come out of it alive. Hence, we got some pretty decent loot. All of us have level 3 shields and level 3 helmets and, you know, pretty decent weapons. You get literally whatever gun you want in the game, except the legendaries, of course. Those are pretty rare, although I've come across them a few times. So once you get proper knowledge of the areas in this game, you're going to be able to get really good loot consistently and come out of those areas. I mean, you're going to be killing a lot of enemies as well. And, you know, these games, once you get good loot, you kind of want to avoid enemies if your goal is to win. But your goal, honestly, in this game, it shouldn't be to win at least at first. It should be to get as many kills as you possibly can. And once you're consistently, I'd say, getting like 6 kills a game, get a team together, get like 2 other people that are getting 6 kills a game, and you're gonna win, I'd say, the majority of the time. Now here's another little thing. If you guys look at my map, you can see the shields. If your teammate is Wraith, you can see her shields, my bad. You can see her portals on the map. Now right before I enter there, I juice back up, and now we are safe and good to go. So make sure you pay attention to your map to see if your teammates have dropped portals or anything like that, so you can go and help them out. Now here's another little tidbit. If you saw her moving around while she was looting that person and I was standing still, that's another noob mistake I was talking about. Movement. You always want to be moving in this game. Never stand still unless you're like hiding somewhere and it's really concealed and you can just chill there. Like if you're out in the open like that and you're looting, you definitely want to be moving, because more than likely you will get shot and you will die. And you're still going to get shot if you're moving from left to right, but it's less likely. It's going to be harder for the enemy to lock onto you, and you can get your loot quicker and dip out of the area a lot quicker than what you normally could. Now this is totally off topic, but you see me looting these chests? This game reminds me of like a battle royale version of Borderlands. I know it's in the Titanfall universe, I know all that. I think if they made a campaign mode to this game and they made it similar to the looting system in Borderlands, this would literally be the best game I've ever played in my entire life. This is already my current favorite game and the game I play most. But if they made a freaking RPG, story mode of this game, I would buy that. If they released it for $80, I would still fucking buy it. Like, this game is amazing. The looting system is so cool. And I hope they decide to do something like Borderlands. It's doubtful, but I'm just hopeful, man. So there's my second kill right there. Now, if your teammate is down, he was nice enough to revive me, but he saw another enemy. Make sure that there are no enemies. You want to be reviving your teammate as long as you're really safe or there's no enemies around. If there are enemies around, then you might be screwed, man. So he was really smart to take out that enemy before he got to me. And then, you always want to be taking the time to heal yourself. There's so many times where a noob teammate of mine ends up just seeing fire. Instead of staying behind a rock and being safe and completely healing himself, he just goes in guns a-blazing and friggin' dies, bro. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the more you are killing people in this game, the more often you will get good loot, which is why, sitting in this game is the most retarded thing you can do. You're just gonna die, or it's gonna be just you and your team with shitty ass loot, and you're gonna get completely wrecked by the other team. Even if you're like decent at the game and you don't have good loot, if you come across complete noobs and they all have freaking gold-plated armor and OP weapons, you're gonna die, bro. So make sure you're actively killing in the game, because if you're not getting kills in, like, what's the point anyways? Now that was really dumb of me to use my shield right there. I didn't expect him to go down. I should have honestly let him crawl to the shield and revive him there. But it was a heat of the moment thing, and it's okay because we ended up winning this game anyway. So I get a couple shots down, I go down, and honestly, it was a little risky for my teammates to revive me here, but I'm glad she did, because I ended up getting the win in this game by using my super. So I knew I was just going to go down again, but I went out and I just freaking threw my super down, let them shoot me down, and they're out in the open, so my team was able to push them back and out, and then it just started raining frickin' bombs. Like, this super is extremely overpowered, and we win the game. So I hope these little tips and tricks helped. I hope you can see some examples of what I was talking about. And what I recommend now is just logging off this video, getting out and start playing the game. Go to that training area, get some experience with all the guns in the game. At least spend 5 minutes with every single gun in the game so you have some familiarity with them. Then play 2 or 3 games, and then comment down below your experience and if these tips and tricks helped. I hope they did help. If they did, go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe for more awesome content, and I hope you guys get some dope ass Apex kills. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe for more awesome content. Don't forget to click that bell notification icon because YouTube's notification system sucks total dong. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.